So this is something pretty new and exciting that I'm just perfecting now and bringing out into the public, and I'm already seeing good results with it. It's using something that most people don't really use for their internet marketing, for their SEO, for their traffic generation, and that's RSS feeds. What I'm working on is getting RSS feeds to bring you A, backlinks, B, traffic, and C, page rank. Most people, when they think about RSS feeds, they think about kind of the old boring, yeah, I Google Reader is expiring. I can use some other reader, and I can subscribe to a blog, and if I like the headline, then I might go ahead and click on the blog article, and that's how people think of RSS feeds, which is definitely one purpose of an RSS feed. It's so that you can syndicate all your stuff onto just one feed, and then feed aggregators like what I think Google Reader used to be, and there's a couple others. I don't even know what they are, to be honest, because I never got into RSS feeds. I never used it for that purpose. But when it comes to SEO, let me just talk about SEO for a second. SEO is in a state now where it needs to be real good content. It needs to be engaging. Everything is social, so if the content you make is just like spun articles and crap that you're going to put into article directories that no one will ever see, then that's fine, and you might get a few backlinks. And if you do some other things, that'll help you get ranking, and maybe 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 months, a year down the line, all that work is going to lead into you getting on the front page of Google and finally getting some traffic. Or you can learn how to navigate within the current system and the way that it is. So SEO has its place. Yes, absolutely. Getting on the front page of Google has its place. Yes, absolutely. But there's more than one way to get there, and more importantly, there's more than one way to get traffic coming to you right now. Day one, you make a blog post. Day one, you start getting traffic. It's complicated as hell to do. It's convoluted. It's not straightforward, but it's possible, and that's kind of actually what I'm going to show you guys in this video series, is how to make RSS feeds your best friend and how to use that to generate traffic. Now, some people might look at the basic. Maybe it's obvious that you have a list of things here, and that you put it into like an automator type plugin, like for example WP Robot or some. And there's dozens of automators out there, and you put this feed into their system, and then this automator will just kind of spit out a post every couple days, and somehow that post will start generating traffic and revenue for you. Yeah, maybe, but that's mostly kind of spammy. Most people don't even do that because it's just a waste of time. It doesn't generate traffic. You get some backlinks out of it, but at the end of the day, it's not an ideal process. Automating your blogs in that way with these kind of auto blogs, it has its place, but you need to do it the right way. And just slapping an RSS feed onto it is not the right way to do it. And I'll show you all the little tips and tools I've been using to kind of splice together things. I mean, in order to get this whole process to a place where it's going to make sense and it's something that's repeatable, scalable, you spend about an hour setting it up for each one of your websites, and then you forget about it forever. It's on auto run permanently, and that's an auto blog kind of thing. That to me, that's a great auto blog. And I know that I'm probably not even making much sense right now, because I don't want to get into the details too much here. I just want to kind of make it an introductory course. So bear with me on that. But here's some of the softwares and the tools that are used for getting this RSS feed set up. So we actually have a software program. It's called RSS Submit. We also use FeedShark. We use Google FeedBurner. We use Pingler. We use Yahoo Pipes. In addition, we use 2 different WordPress plugins. We use PingFresh and we use Samsung. and everything is combined into just one giant perpetual web of, I make a post today, and then that post trickles down into all these different pathways, all these different kind of syndication channels, and then it gets posted here, it gets posted here, it gets posted here, it gets posted here, and then on top of that, it's getting pinged, and it's giving out a ton of social signals, and it's actually on some real sites that people are looking at, people are watching. So this isn't something about like creating 400 backlinks using Magic Submitter and then using spun articles. This is actually taking an article that you actually care about and that you spend time doing, hopefully. So if you have a money site, you obviously have good content on your money site, right? And like here's an article. I sat down, I wrote this. It came from the heart. I love Magic Submitter. I was talking about it, and I was just giving a wholehearted review to the product. Now, if I wanted to build backlinks, a typical SEO, and he'll spin a 650 word article on Magic Submitter reviews and get its sentence spun, word spun 4 times to the point where it's completely unreadable, and then just submit it to different article directories, and no one's ever going to see that, but you get backlinks, and those backlinks might help you down the line. Okay, fine. But what if you could actually take this article right here and create backlinks with it without any kind of duplicate content penalties? Would that be something that interests you, to actually get this article posted out into the world 500, 1,000 times versus some spun article garbage that no one ever even... So you see the value of that. And the great part about it is that A, it's still a backlink. B, it's a social backlink. And Google's all about social signals now. And you'll hear all over the place that if you pair your website with a Google account, with a Facebook account, with a Twitter account, it actually helps you in the rankings. And even more importantly, with Google Plus, which I'm not going to get into now, but I'm just trying to make it clear that some of the things that Magic Submitter can't do as well, like creating social signals, is something that you can do in a small amount of time. It just takes maybe an hour per website, and when you're really good at it, not even that long. And once you set that up, you're going to set up a system where every time you do a new post, it's gonna go out there and get pinged by hundreds of different directories, and you can just create entire webs of just people backlinking and backlinking and backlinking, and half of those people can just be you, and you do it all on autopilot. And there was one issue that I had with this whole system, and now it's solved, and I'm just so happy about that. It's the fact that, well, a lot of my sites are static sites, so I might sometimes, I'd like to build silos now, so I might have 30 or 40 articles on a website, and then I'm just going to stop posting. I'm not going to keep updating it with blog posts. But so if you have an RSS feed, typically if you're not updating your blog, your RSS feed is not getting updated. But I've solved that problem with this awesome plugin that actually it updates the dates of your posts at a certain time period without looking spammy, without just giving off any weird signals, and it resets the RSS feeds. It brings Google back. It brings all these social signals to your inner pages. It's all just great stuff. And if you're here and you've been through some of my other videos, you might see that I use Magic Submitter. I use private blog networks. And now, with this, I'm using social media. And the best part about it is that it's all automated. And we're not sitting there doing blog posts every week. If you have a main blog and you have good information to share and you're a subject matter expert in something, you absolutely should. You should be curating content. You should be bringing people to your own website. You should be blasting that out via RSS. But the great part about the system that's created here is that set it and forget it. Even if you're not updating articles and posts, Your RSS feed is still updating, it's still sending out social signals, it's getting to all the places that Google wants it to go. You're getting backlinks, you're getting visitors, you're pinging, you're getting search engine bots, and it's all just this big perpetual wave of awesomeness. And it's kind of the missing link when it comes to what SEOs are doing right now. SEOs will they'll link up their Facebook, Google Plus, and Twitter account to a website, and they might create a fake account or something, but they'll stop there. They'll stop there, and because people just don't have the time to do anything else, they don't have the means to do it. Using RSS feeds in this way is extremely complicated. No one's teaching it, and the people who do teach it, like Domain Web Studios, they teach it and they go into incredible detail, and it's just so confusing. But it doesn't have to be. And in my next video series and the video that I talk about here, I'm just going to lay it out to you step by step, exactly what you need to do. I might talk some theory, like in and out, but I suspect that if I just show you the steps, you'll figure out the theory on your own. You can go into Google Analytics and you'll be able to see where the traffic is coming from, and you'll be getting all these social signals. It's going to be great. So I'm gonna stop here, and I'm gonna start setting up the actual tutorial. I'm gonna set up one of my sites and go over the shoulder with you, show you how it's done. So definitely check that out. If you're watching this video on YouTube, then click in the description and go to the article page so you can actually see all of my videos and all of my over the shoulders. And I look forward to kind of showing you how to integrate RSS feeds into a way that's super social and automates your blog without doing any of the spammy stuff.